those charges and enter pleas of not guilty, reserving the right to file any appropriate motions directed to their sufficiency, and would request a pretrial in that case.
All right, very good. Let me hear from the state on the arraignment information, Mr. Cardis.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant scores 13.8 points on the guidelines. There is no state offer at this time. Speedy trial runs August 1st. There are 11 category A witnesses, and I have not yet sent discovery to Mr. Cope, but I'll be doing this one.
Mr. Crawford, do you think you'll be handling or at least involved in the case moving forward, or will you sign it?
I will be, and Mr. Carter, my office will probably be assisting me.
Okay, very good. And would you and the state of the defense like the case set for trial at this time, or do you want to have a pretrial first?
Pretrial would be appropriate.
All right, how about, let's come back on April 4th, make sure that you have the discovery.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Your Honor,
Yes.
I had filed a motion for the reduction of bail and release of the defendant on non-monetary conditions. The state has indicated that they're not at this time ready to argue because they need to contact the affected families.
Sure.
But I do have a witness from Orlando who's here on Zoom, and I would like to at least present his testimony in support of my motion.
Okay, any objection to taking evidence on that issue at this time?
No, Your Honor, I don't have an objection by the meeting.
All right.
Your Honor, first of all, well, before we start calling the witness, originally, Mr. Green was charged with 2 counts of making false, or 1 count of false insurance claims, 1 count of grand theft, and then 5 counts of improper treatment of the body. The state at this time has decided not to proceed on those. I understand why, on the statutory matter in terms of what's required. And so now they have adjusted the charges, so we've got a little bit different setting than we would have at the time of his arrest. Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Graham, I'd like to call Eron Smith.
Second
for Mr. Smith, if you could unmute yourself.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Smith. Are you located in the state of Florida currently?
I am.
Okay, and do you have any photographic evidence?
I might have my passport on my phone, but I don't have my wallet on me currently.
Okay. Mr. Cofer, is Mr. Smith known to you personally?
Well, I've met him and I've been in court communication with him.
Okay. Can you verify that the gentleman on the Zoom feed is Aaron Smith?
Yes.
All right.
I think Mr. Graham can also.
Mr. Cardenas, is that sufficient identification for the state's purposes?
That's satisfactory, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, very good. You may proceed.
Mr. Smith, if you would please state your name and where you live.
Eron Smith, and I live in Orlando, Florida.
And Mr. Smith, where were you born?
Jacksonville, Florida.
And do you know Elliot Maurice Graham?
Yes.
And do you know him by his middle name, Maurice? That's what he commonly goes by.
Yes, sir.
All right. How is it that you know Mr. Graham?
We've been close to friends for almost 40 years.
Now, Mr. Smith, can you please tell the court what your educational background is?
I have a bachelor's degree in landscape architecture.
And are you involved in that business now?
Yes, sir.
And where did you get your degree?
University of Florida.
And since moving to Orlando, have you continued to maintain contact with Mr. Graham on a regular basis?
Yes, sir.
Right. Did there come a time on February 2nd in which Mr. Graham appeared at your house?
Yes, sir.
About what time of the evening did he appear at your house?
I saw him at about midnight on that evening.
All right. Did he have a request to you?
Yes. When I saw him, I gave him a hug, and he said, "I'm ready to turn myself in."
All right. Did you assist him in that regard?
I did. We went to the City of Orlando Police Department could not find the intake, so we went to Orange County,
The Orange County Sheriff's Department?
Orange County Sheriff's Department,
And
yes.
did you walk Mr. Graham in?
I did,
Did you remain with him?
I did, yes.
Could you tell the court exactly the process of him being arrested down there?
Sure. We went into the, I guess it was the release area, wasn't exactly sure where the intake was at Orange County Sheriff's Office as well. Went to the release area, went to the front desk. Mr. Graham told him that he was ready to turn himself in. He turned over his identification, and they said, give us a second, we need to process this. We sat in the lobby for 2 hours plus until a sheriff's deputy came to pick him up. Once the sheriff deputy came into the room, we walked outside. We sat on a bench outside while the deputy ran his information through his computer, his car, and then they arrested him.
Right. Mr. Smith, I emailed you some documentation, the bond motion yesterday, and also some documentation secured from the Orange County Sheriff's Department. Did you have a chance to take a look at those documents?
I did, yes, sir.
Does that appear to you to confirm your efforts to turn Mr. Smith in and accompanying him to the Orange County Sheriff's Department?
Yes, sir, Mr. Graham, yes.
I'm sorry. Have you reviewed the bond motion which was filed on behalf of Mr. Graham?
I did.
And do all the facts contained in that appear to be correct? True?
Yes, sir.
Questions?
Yes, Mr. Smith, can you hear me okay?
I can.
Mr. Smith, you mentioned you live in Orlando.
Yes, sir.
Does the defendant live in Orlando, or does he live here in Jacksonville?
He lives in Jacksonville.
And you mentioned the defendant drove to your house and told you that he wanted to turn himself in.
Yes.
Did he indicate to you why he chose to drove to Orlando instead of just turning himself in Jacksonville?
We talked briefly, and he said that, he wanted to meet with myself and his son just so that we could take care of any matters that would be at hand while he was in jail.
And do you know off the top of your head how long the warrant had been out when he came to your home?
I do not.
I don't know. Really know.
Can you read right, Mr. Coburn?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Mr. Smith.
And Your Honor, I know we're bifurcating this. I have a copy of the motion for reduction of bond for the court. I emailed a copy of that to Mr. Hartnett yesterday. And Your Honor, let me show these documents, they see if they have any objection. Your Honor, I have a kind of a combined document. One is the ICJIS warrant arrest affidavit, and it confirms, although it doesn't say the Orange County Police Department, it has the address, which I've confirmed is the Orange County Sheriff's Office, and then also booking information, if I could submit those to the court as an exhibit.
Sure.
Thank you.
You want to take it into evidence?
Yes.
Any objections? All right, Fair result, we will mark that as sensitive, take it into evidence. Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the pretrial we said is fine, but the state indicated they would like to have some additional input.
Sure.
So if we could have maybe later this week.
Yes, sir. I think Friday, if the court's having calendar on Friday.
Yeah, we won't be hearing anything on Friday. Try. Said you at 2:45 on Thursday.
2:45, you said, Your Honor?
That work?
I'll let you know, just.
What did it say, Your Honor?
That would work, Your Honor.
We'll see you then.
Thank you.
I'm assuming you're already going to be okay with Zoom testimony?
Yes. I mean, it's not. The rules require a written motion to appear by Zoom. Now, for purposes of a bond hearing, if you all are both in agreement, then I don't think it matters too much for a bond hearing. But if either side objects, then you need a written motion, and we have to work our way through the pertinent factors.
All right, thank you.
I'm out of practice, Your Honor.
Very good, I'll see you at 2:45 on Thursday.